Alan Rosen, the owner of Junior's Cheesecake, his comments on how he plans to use the PPP loans have been on our network and sparked controversy over the last couple of days. Alan, good to see you again. Thanks for joining us. Just remind us of what you've done with the PPP. You've applied, and what are you planning to do with the money?
We've applied. We have 4 restaurants in the tri-state area, 3 of them in New York and 1 up in Connecticut. We've applied for PPP loans for all of them. We've received funding for 2. One more is they were both approved. I just received notice about an hour ago that one of them is not going to be funded by this first PPP product that's out there, so we're going to have to wait for number 2. But we were fortunate. I mean, we have a very good lender in Stifel, and they came through for us. But as Kevin just pointed out, this is a difficult time for business, and it's a difficult time for humanity.
And in terms of what you plan to do with the money you've got from that, it's not as simple as just paying staff.
Well, everyone thinks it's as simple as just paying staff, and we could certainly do that. But I think what the purpose of the PPP is, and the purpose of the Small Business Administration, is to make these businesses survive for another 70 years in our case. And if I spent all the money in the next 8 weeks, while we are unable to physically be open in New York State and Connecticut, I think that we would be out of running room, and then we'd be done when it was finally time to go back to work.
Kevin, business owners do need to have some flexibility on how to execute these types of decisions.
Well, let me give you a little disclosure. Alan and I know each other. In another life, on another planet, I'm Chef Wonderful on QVC. Alan has the most successful commercial kitchens for making complicated cakes probably in America. So when I want to sell a cake, I go to him and I basically buy my own recipe from him, and he makes it for me, and I sell it under the Chef Wonderful brand on QVC. Alan's problem, and let's be honest with each other, Alan, you never saw this coming, and that's fair. But you have the knowledge that people in America tonight are eating the same amount of cheesecake as they ate last week, as they ate 15 weeks ago. You just don't have the distribution set up to capture that. I'm sure you will make sure that you will fix that for the next time we have a pandemic.
No offense, Mr. Wonderful, but that part of our business, the direct-to-consumer business, which you know about, and our grocery business is actually thriving in this environment. But as you pointed out earlier, the retail business on Main Street is where the trouble is hitting us, because when you go from a revenue of $70 million in restaurants to 0 and overnight, you know, that's something, as you said, nobody expected. But our traditional grocery business is thriving.
You cannot let that risk exist going forward. People eat cheesecake. I don't want you to go out of business. I need your commercial kitchens to make my product.
I'm not going out of business. You don't have to worry, Kevin.
But the point is, why do you expose yourself going forward after what you've learned to let retail be such a big, and this is a question 6, 7, 8 million businesses around America are thinking about. Maybe you've got to diversify your risk a little bit next time we go into this.
Okay, well, listen, I'm fortunate that I do have a commercial kitchen down in Burlington, New Jersey, where I bake your wonderful cakes, as you say, as well as mine. But we are growing that retail business. We are growing, you know, our grocery business, our direct-to-consumer business. You know, for Easter, I think in 7 or 8 days in April, we did our whole business for the month. Because, as you said, everyone today is taking all of their meals from dining out to dining in.
Alan, you said there with a good, confident smile, which was great to see, that you are not going out of business. I mean, how long, if things continue in this state, can that confidence remain?
Listen, I have to have the confidence. Listen, my grandfather went broke in the stock market crash in 1929. Okay, I have that same potential today, but we're hard workers. It's a 3rd-generation business, and if whatever I got to do to make it survive, we're going to do. Are we going to need some help? Absolutely. We're going to need our landlords are going to have to cooperate. Our vendors are going to have to cooperate. Our employees, who I love so very much, have been so cooperative and so appreciative of what's going on, and we're paying for medical benefits as we go through this tough time. But everyone's going to have to give up something in this environment, and we're going to hopefully come out of this on the other side with a vaccine, and I think people are going to really enjoy going out and being together once again.
Well, Alan, thanks so much for joining us this evening. Good luck with it. We appreciate it.
Thank
I might
you
well be giving
me.
you a cheesecake order over the weekend.